Welcome to another highly questionable party. What do you like today, Bomani?
A white basketball player, a white running back, the team with all the white wide receivers, oh, and a white linebacker.
All right, let's go, Poppy.
Was a one-game suspension really enough for Grayson Allen?
This is a funny topic that is dominating ESPN today. Keep in mind, if originally Krzyzewski had suspended him for a game, said it was a game, we probably wouldn't have argued about it too much. But when you make it indefinite and then it's only one game, we're going to end up arguing about it. But it doesn't matter anything we say because he's the king of Duke. He's the king of college basketball. He doesn't care what you think. He runs things the way that he wants. He says, I'm teaching in private. I don't need to please you, and he doesn't.
Here's the thing, though. I would make the argument that if Krzyzewski had said one game at the beginning, we would have come down on him much harder, but indefinite sound like it got some weight to it. Then you have enough days to pass, like calendar days, where it doesn't matter how many games. It just doesn't look so good because they got blown out the game that Grayson Allen did not play. But a one-game suspension, I guess. I'm just trying to figure out what the scale is at Duke and how they decide what's worth what, because if this was worth a one-gamer this time, I just don't see how it wasn't the first time.
How do they decide? They decide the way Coach K says it is. It does not matter what we think, what we say, or what anyone thinks or says. His rules.
You know what the next announcement is going to be, don't you?
What's that?
Well, my back is feeling better now. I think that I should coach.
Okay, no back surgery. It was all an elaborate ruse to make you feel bad for Coach K as he went soft on crime.
But if they lose a few games during ACC play, what if Krzyzewski's he wouldn't do that, though.
Did Russell Westbrook deserve a technical foul?
So, yeah, Russell Westbrook, who, by the way, has racked up 10 technical fouls already this season. We're not even at the All-Star break. But he's got 10 technical fouls, and this happened right here. The Hornets, that's who they played. So Russ didn't like a call that he had gotten. Then he catches the ref in the head with the ball.
A little bit of a run.
Woo! Right on target, too. I mean, it looks pretty clear that he was not trying to do that, right? Like, I feel pretty confident that he wasn't trying to do it. But if I'm the ref, you hit me in the face with a basketball, that's a tech, man. I don't care what you was trying to do. I don't care if you were trying to kill a scorpion you saw on my head. Tech and thank you.
Yeah, intent doesn't much matter there when that's how it looks and you are frustrated before that. He shows the remorse before the ball even lands where it is you saw it land. I was more interested last night, believe it or not. I was watching Kings and Heat, and Matt Barnes is still in the league getting minutes for the Kings. He called a referee the B word right to his face and didn't get a technical foul.
What?
I found that kind of amazing.
You didn't get a tech for that?
Didn't get a tech.
That's a half step away from snatching his chain.
Well, you don't want to fool around with Matt Burns, though.
No, that's true.
I'm telling you, the guy will finish you up in a second. Russell Westbrook is nobody. That's right.
But I thought that's why he would have gotten the tech, even if it was a tech while running away.
Was the Greek Freak's buzzer beater about him being elite or bad defense from the Knicks?
This guy is so much fun to watch. He's 22 years old. And Bomani, I asked this question seriously. The Milwaukee Bucks, would they trade him for any player in the entire league? Look at what he does right now to the Knicks at the end of this game. Bounce, 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 bounce. I think Hornacek wanted the double to come. It never comes. And this is a guy who's just growing up. The game is really easy for him because he's stronger and longer than just about anybody.
The question, though, is like, where did they want the double team to come from? Because the part that speaks to you here about how elite he is that Lance Thomas has to guard him. Lance Thomas is not tall enough to guard that dude. The problem is, who is anything enough to actually guard that dude? The fact that somebody that size could run that play at the end and they're afraid to come off on the double team because they think he'll hit somebody if he's open, they ain't made a lot of dudes like this one. Like, this is the Kevin Durant point guard prototype. That's crazy.
Can I see the end of that real quick, the very end of that video? Because I think I just learned at the end of that Jason Terry plays for the Bucks.
Yes.
Is that what I just saw?
I
learned that in real time. There, right?
Yes. I had the same thought.
Did that happen to anybody else?
Jason Terry plays for the Bucks, and there's some dude named number 13, I think that was, and I have no idea who that guy was.
You know who is watching this show and just find out that the Knicks, they had lost?
No, here we go.
Phil Jackson.
Yeah, there it is.
He got up and said, what happened? What happened?
You saw the schedule yesterday. It was like, the Bucks? Nah, I'm good.
Lost.
Should Sad center take it as a compliment that Michael Bennett called him the best white running back in the league.
You know, Michael Bennett is better than anybody in the league right now at giving inappropriate quotes that we just kind of laugh off. But anyway, he was asked about the Lions, and he said that Zach Zenner, I call him Zigzag, but he says that he is the best white running back in the league. Like the list is that long. Zach Zenner said he doesn't really think about it that way, but he just kind of laughed it off and said it was a compliment. If he wasn't taking it as a compliment, he is welcome to. I personally, in the same situation, would not, but I find these white athletes in skill positions. We asked Wes Welker about that once. I said, are you annoyed by always comparing the white wide receivers to him? He loves being at the front of that list. Maybe Zigzag will love it too.
Cole Beasley talks about this all the time. He's like, I'm underestimated. Secondly, because I'm small. First, because I'm white and I play wide receiver. This is not any kind of compliment because you don't have any white running backs, but it's also okay to point out that, hey, Marquette King is a novelty because we don't have a lot of black punters. Where are the black holders? Where are the white cornerbacks? It's okay to point this stuff out and laugh at it.
Can I ask a very important question? Who the f is Sad Center?
Okay, it is not a bad question.
I have to admit, I didn't know who he was until that game when they played against the Cowboys, and the question I asked was, wow, is that guy white?
What do you make of Ben Bower's defense of groping on the football field?
All right, number 42 from Clemson. This is not Boulware. This is number 42 from Clemson. His name is Christian something or another, but he's number 42, the groper from Clemson, and you can watch him during this game here.
We need to put his full name out there so everybody can be warned in case he move in the neighborhood or something.
Plugging the A-gap right there.
Wow.
And then what you get is Ben Boulware, his teammate, saying this is a normal thing for the Clemson Tigers. Look at this.
Which is something we do just to mess with players, just to kind of break up the seriousness of the game. It's just, we play football together for hours on hours every day. You're in the locker room, bored, and we don't. I know this, we don't sit in the locker room and poke everybody in the butt. You're just together all day, so you get comfortable around everybody. So it is what it is. Our defense, we're good, but we also like to have fun out there. I just wish Christian wouldn't have did it as aggressively as he did.
So the Clemson defense continues to say that this is just something silly, it's just something fun, it's something that we do all the time. I feel like we're talking to the wrong people about this. The one person that I'd like to hear from about this is the Ohio State person with the football, how he felt about the silly, over-aggressive, overzealous groping of the Clemson Tigers.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he did that to your man Samuel. And Samuel got on Twitter along with the rest of the Ohio State team to be like, we can't relate to anything it is that you guys are talking about. We're like, we're so comfortable. We just do this all the time. Then do it to your homeboy. By the way, did you notice the Boulware followed up the booty dig with a booty smack, which I imagine felt very bad to the Samuel dude at that point. Here's what I want to know. Where Bobby Bowden at now? Like, you want to talk about somebody's daddy and the job that they're doing. Where's Ben Boulware's daddy at? Because if his daddy was around and he's still out here behaving like this, then all this daddy talk has to go completely out the window.
Bomani is saying here, though, do it to your own. Number 42 from Clemson, if we have that video here, Clemson scored a touchdown in that game, and our man Christian also did some gyric thrusting on his own guy as well. So they're equal opportunity about this.
Imagine being Mr. Boulware and you listen to your son give this explanation why that's okay. Like, how do you not feel like you failed when that happens?
Well, I don't know what is the big deal. I go through that one every 6 months.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Yes,
right.
it's just a quick exam
that's
there.
Right, buddy. I mean, they check
my father
out
does.
every 6 months.
Yeah, my father does do that often.
There's a magic to that.
That was actually
Why should
free
people
medical
get so
care.
upset? Yeah, that's right. You know.
Yeah.
That's right, an internship. That's what that is.
The hookup, if you will.
Would it be a good move or a bad move for Chip Kelly to go to the Patriots?
Yeah, our man John Clayton is saying if he had to predict this, he thinks that Chip Kelly will wind up being the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. Chip's going to come work a job with the Patriots during this postseason, and that could either be the greatest move or the worst move. The question is this. When's the last time Chip Kelly took orders from anybody? Because if you're going to go work for Bill Belichick, you're taking a bunch of orders. And I would understand if Chip Kelly at this point in his life says, I'm done with taking orders. I don't care how good you are at coaching football.
I'd like to see what else becomes available to him and what else he's choosing from. But if you were to do this, the reason you'd be doing it is because Bill Belichick is kind of the patron saint for rehabbing reputations. The quickest way to another job as a coordinator is go stand next to Nick Saban or go stand next to Bill Belichick. It is the way to get back if he doesn't have that option already.
Yeah, but here's the question on the other end. Given what you've seen in the last couple of years from the Chip Kelly offense, if you're Bill Belichick, you don't think you can do better than this?
Well, I know a couple of guys that are available. Fisher, Gus Bradley, you know, I mean, those are guys that...
Oh, my God, there must be a deli line outside of Belichick's front door of guys who want their next chance because they want to go stand next to Belichick.
Yeah, make Jeff Fisher the offensive coordinator. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Gus Bradley, too. Like, let's just see how good Bill Belichick is, right?
Everybody, they're all knocking on the door. Coughlin's out there. What about me?
They have the whole team wearing gloves on the wrong hands while we're at it.
Rex Ryan.
Yeah, both of the Ryans. They showed up in that van filled with pizza boxes.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Ric Flair.
Nate's got 400 pounds. Nate is 67 these days.
5 years younger than my father.
There's Nate,
400 pounds.
deadlifting 400. There you go, Nate. I'll tell you this, that was a whoa and not a woo.
Time to play the game that is dynamite in the sack. Do you question?
That could be taken as a bad thing. You give us topics and events, and we question.
Do you question if this is a good strategy against Serena going forward?
Yes, the Auckland Open, the Australian Open must be coming soon. Madison Brangle, number 72 ranked player in the world. She beat Serena Williams. Serena was sloppy out here. Here's a changeover.
Do you feel like if I played even uglier off the return, is that a good idea?
I think you might as well try
Because,
it.
like, if I'm actually hitting, I feel like she's like, oh,
Yeah.
God, this is nice. And
Yes.
she gets a winner.
Exactly.
So, like, maybe, like, even worse.
Yeah.
Because I think she's, like, surprised how bad I am. She hasn't seen this.
So basically, that game went for Serena Williams like what it's like when you play against somebody who doesn't know how to play spades, right? You know how to play spades, but your plays look crazy because of this other person. The next thing you know, they got 8 books.
This reminds me of when Ty Detmer beat the University of Miami, and Jesse Armstead's explanation was, we were too fast for their receivers. We were running past where they were. They were getting open behind us. Just be so bad that Serena Williams makes all the errors. I like it. Nothing else works.
Do you question if this skier deserves more or less respect?
We are about dispensing respect in appropriate portions here. So should we give more here or should we give less? A very important question today.
Woo! Oh!
I mean, what am I respecting there? What am I supposed to respect?
I had a loss. Wow. Like, I thought he was going to get up and do a dance or something like that. All he's doing is laying there in the cold.
Okay, you get my maximum respect for laying there in the cold.
Well, it could have been worse.
Uh-oh. This guy again. Yeah, I mean.
Boosh!
Yeah.
I can't imagine, like, the terror I would be experieing there
That has to be.
as I'm drowning in snow.
Yes, that is.
Oh, I forgot about that.
No, dude, start digging. No, dig.
I tell you this, you start tickling him on the stomach, he'll find a way to get out of there.
How terrifying do you imagine that is right there? Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yes. Can you imagine? Imagine dying that way.
Also, is that an outhouse? Did he just jump off an outhouse?
Do you question which deadlift is more impressive?
All right, we're going to start here with a gentleman named Eddie Hall on some world record stuff, deadlifting 1,100 pounds.
Woo. Oh, my God.
I didn't know there was a whole, like, world deadlift contest where that's all they do is the deadlift.
Look at this bloated Chuck Liddell. Good God. Oh, that can't be good for
That
you.
man has dedicated his life to picking stuff up.
Oh, look how excited bloated Dana White is over there on the right.
That's 1,100 pounds from that gentleman. And I just like, how are you supposed to get him out of here?
Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's such an exertion picking that all up. Now they got to pick him up. He's 1,100 pounds. They're going to all dead. He might put the dead in deadlift.
I bet he pooed it when he did that too. Anyway, now we have 16-time world champion, not at the deadlift. I'm talking about Nate.
Oh, Ric Flair.
Nate's got 400 pounds. Nate is 67 these days.
5 years younger than my father.
There's Nate,
400 pounds.
deadlifting 400. There you go, Nate. I'll tell you this, that was a whoa and not a woo.
It usually comes out woo when it came out whoa.
I don't think that they were giving 100% like this guy.
Oh, yeah, you remember this
yeah.
guy? Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is.
There we go.
Oh, my God. Here it is. Yes. Here we go. Yes.
I just wonder what his wife thinks of this, right? Like when she comes to this event and she sees it.
Another one? He's going to do another one? Come on, dude. Just stop. Just stop for all of us.
You notice they got the towels already down there. Like they know, look, people are coming to lift weights and they're going to vomit.
Yeah. Good time.
Smoking on cookie in the hot box. On your chip. Cooking up in the crock pot. Call up the gang and they come and get you. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. My is bad and butchy. Cooking up with an Uzi. My is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too.
Migos almost killed Poppy.
Well, it's broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that can go all night and all day. See or no?
Tell us what to watch on television tonight. We tell you if we're intrigued or not.
Is that your prostate problem?
That's it. All night, all day.
In Montreal, the World Junior Hockey Championship.
No, this involves the United States. I'm not interested, but I am interested in showing you some video from Russia and Denmark playing in a recent game. We pick it up, middle of the ice. And what is going to happen here? Oh, what happened there? What happened to the keeper? What happened? Oof.
Yes.
Wow, that guy is not very good at hand-eye coordination, which seems to be the wrong job for him. Bomani, are you intrigued?
Yes, continuing our tradition of ridiculing teenagers who are actually excelling greatly for their ages. It's one of my favorite parts of this show, to be perfectly honest.
We do it so well. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me? I live for these moments. You know, I mean, this is where stars are born. Plus, you know, there is a guy in the U.S. team that is in charge of communication. His name is Juan Gomez. You know, that guy is going to be the spark plug behind that team. Juan Gomez, a name that you'll never forget.
I'm just trying to imagine how shocked John Gomez is going to be to find out he came up on this show.
The media relations guy for Team USA because he's Latin.
On TNT, Thunder and Rockets.
I'm going to keep my armrest where it is here. But remember back when Westbrook and Harden and Durant, they were all going to win the decade's worth of championships. They were under 25 years old. Didn't work out that way. But they're really great individually. And look at Harden being great here individually. Is he going to win MVP, Bomani?
He might.
Him, Westbrook.
Whew. That didn't look legal, but whatever.
I mean, we're just going to keep showing him making baskets. He's been doing that a lot this year. He's been doing that for many years. He's pretty good at this. Bomani, are you intrigued?
I do bet Dwight Howard looks at that and say, see, you see he ain't throw no passes, right? He ain't throw no passes. I don't care what the box score tell you.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me? It's going to be a hell of a competition on that court. You know, the running beard against Westbrook. You know, who's going to be taking more shots? Who's going to go for more triple doubles? You know, I'm telling you, I'm going to be glued to that TV set. You know,
More triple doubles.
Triple doubles, yeah.
Okay.
One game.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, one of them's going to get 5 of them today.
5, 6, 7, you never know.
We could get him up to 12 if we wanted to.
Triple double. Sounds like a drink to me. Triple double.
On WE TV, Ghosts in the Hood.
What kind of TV? Weed TV?
Weed TV
okay,
is Vice.
All right, my bad. Let's see what we got here.
Sure. We all know ghosts exist.
I'm getting a really dark energy.
But if you trying to hunt them, there's one simple rule you gotta follow.
What the hell was that? Guys, hurry up and get the hell out of there.
No matter what happens, stay calm. Hey, Matt, what's up?
Okay, that's a balloon. It looked like it was a demon.
Wow.
We be
fly for nothing. We be fly for nothing.
Official paranormal operations, baby.
We got infrared cameras set up all over the place.
Whatever's in there, we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
What the hell is going on?
Are you with us right now?
You okay?
Guys, we got action.
I feel like something's in here.
Don't nobody want you with us.
All right, investigation's over. This is haunted as.
Mike, I mean, what are we doing? Us, them, all television, what are we doing? Bomani, are you intrigued?
So you telling me that they're going to round up white folks and take them to bad neighborhoods to go looking for ghosts? Oh, no, I'm totally here for this. The only thing this is missing is that it should be hosted by Clarence Williams III.
What about you, Poppy? Are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, you know, I got to tell you something. I saw a couple of shots there in the toilet there, you know, in the middle of the night, all dark. That could really be a scary place, you know. So I'm telling you something. That type of show got a lot of meat to it, got a lot of sense. It makes sense to me. I go to the toilet a lot at night, you know, so.
Okay, so
yeah.
Now you're speaking to a personal fear, right? Because he goes so much to the bathroom, chances of running into a ghost greater than the average person.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Ghosts in the toilet. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Gracias. See you mañana.
Okay. Wasting Disney's money up in here.
Ah.